King Aranar, a man who looked to be in his middle 40s, sat in the king's pavilion, and by no deed did he show that Ellen was known to him. Yet any who gazed upon Aranar would know that Ellen and Elgo had sprung from his loins. Green eyes looked out from a handsome face, and his wide forehead was capped by a tangle of coppery hair, and in this he was like unto his seed. But it was his bearing, straight with grace and power, that marked him the sire of the twins, as well as a look deep within his gaze. The look of hawks, some said. Nay, the look of eagles, chimed others. But hawk or eagle, the same spirit could also be marked on both Ellen's and Elgo's features, and at times twins' movements were filled with the fluency of ease that spoke of their sire, though if asked, Aranar would claim that it was their mother that filled the two with their elegance. At Aranar's side sat Mala, rigid and sour, her black hair coiled in its habitual knot at the back of her head. It was an hour she was not accustomed to seeing, and her icy blue gaze and thin-drawn lips spoke volumes. Yet lurking within that chill stare was anticipation of the triumph to come, for now Ellen would see just how foolish she had been, and would at last be raised as a proper princess, and act as princesses should act. Elgo, embarrassed to be trapped in the tobacco, squirmed on one of the ground-level pages' benches before the pavilion. Several of the other youngsters sat with him. Out on the field, Ellen looked wan, as if she had not slept the night before, yet her eyes were bright and clear. On the field, too, an archery target was set up, a black silhouette of one of the goblin spawn. Arden, a lad of 14 summers, stood 20 paces away from the dark profile, bow strung and awaiting. As Ruach walked out to the mark with Ellen, he spoke little. Courage, lass. Remember, inhale full, exhale half, and hold. Draw your anchor point, fix your aim, and loose. Ellen took up her place beside the lad. Each was given 4 arrows. Ellen stood straight as a reed, knocking missile to string, peering through the uncertain light of a distant target. Surely you cannot object to this, madam, murmured Aranar, glancing at Mala, who held a delicate lace kerchief to her nose. Ladies have ever cast arrows at the mark. Sire, you jest, hissed Mala. The target is hideous, not genteel at all, and 'tis not even a court lady's bow she holds, but rather one more brutal, meant for warriors, a killing weapon. 'Tis not the ugly bow that kills the foe, madam, but the slender arrow instead, responded Aranar. The two fell silent, the air between them thick with Mala's disapproval and Aranar's vexation. Their attention now focused on the 2 archers in the field, watching as Arden and Ellen winged deadly bolts towards the silhouette. Shthunk! 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 Swiftly the arrows slammed into the target, and all 4 judges strode forward, Ruach accompanying them. They are all killing strikes, called Argnar, the eldest of the judges. 3 of Arden's are more tightly bunched than Princess Ellen's, yet his force lies outside of her pattern. Sire, I ween 'tis a draw. Annoyed by the call, Ruach snorted and spun on his heel, striding away from the target. 4 more, called Aranar, ignoring Mala's hiss of exasperation. As Arden and Ellen prepared once more to let fly at the silhouette, Ruach stepped to the princess. Steady, lass. Clear your mind of all distractions. Think only what you wish you were taught. Think only of seeing your missile strike into the heart of your aim. Again 8 arrows shot into the target, and once more the judges strode forward to stare at the intermingled patterns. All are killing blows again, sire, called Agnar. A warrior's hand would cover Arden's 4. Ellen's heart sank. But a child's palm would cover the princess's. She is the winner. Casting a great wide grin at Ellen, Ruach took her bow and handed her a quarterstaff. On the page's bench, as Arden came to sit, there was a low grumbling among the other lads about letting him let a girl defeat him, and Elgo struggled to remain unseen. In the pavilion, King Aranar smiled at Lady Mala, but she refused to glance his way. 12-year-old Bruth was about to be Ellen's opponent in the staves. Again, the princess faced a larger adversary, for he, as did Arden, stood half a head taller than she was. Yet whereas size was not a factor in archery, Bruth's great bulk and quarterstaff would weigh in his favor.